Hello, how are you all? So I'm just doing a quick test stream. It's not like oh, and I've just got a message. Buongiorno. I am trying to sit there and think about what I'm gonna do with the future of my channel. Let's go to what you mean? What? What's that? John Alisi? Is that Buongiorno Alisi? Oh, I think we all heard the news about Madrid replacing Imola, which is very sad news, of course. Of course, this is free practice 2, is it? Yeah. I don't know how many more minutes we've got left. We've got less than 24 minutes to go. And a certain Lance Stroll has returned, but of course he hit the wall. I don't know what to say about that. Apart from that has to be one of the strangest press conferences I've ever seen in my life, where he just basically came out and was like, how dare you question me on this, you know? I mean, apparently a flare up from an old injury he had 2 years ago came back. Of course, the bicycle accident before Bahrain, but that's just so weird because I don't understand how now he's recovered within about, I don't know, 10 days. I mean, we all saw Daniel Ricciardo injure his wrist at the Dutch Grand Prix practice 2 years ago, when yet Max Ricciardo had to sit out 5 races when he injured his wrist at Zandvoort 2 years ago. Maximum winter picking achieved. I mean, rocket-powered Mohawk is going to have one of the biggest probably the greatest meltdown he's ever had in his entire life. It's going to be biblical, everybody. Biblical. It's going to be even worse than anything that has ever been written in the Old Testament. The sort of things that Jesus Christ could have never envisioned. Franco Colapinto is absolutely awful. Why the hell is he in the second car? I would much rather have Jack Doan back in the hot seat. I don't know what it is, but do Mercedes have a quick car this weekend? Something just... I just feel like I'm being thrown off by these lap times. No way. I mean, Antonelli's apparently quick. Gotta say, I've been seeing plenty of Carlos Sainz adverts, L'Oreal adverts, and of course Hackett clothing. Him and his dad are really shitting the family name for it is worth. Mercedes have warned McLaren about engine issues, so McLaren is cautious. Yes, indeed. I mean, I've been thinking about my YouTube content recently because I'm just sitting there thinking, like, Could it be a case of Carlos Sainz actually drifting away in terms of his attention from the sport? I mean, he lost that seat at Ferrari. He's been consistently outpaced by Albon, and we're now 9 races into the season, so the excuses are drying up. I'm sorry to say that. And I don't know what's going on. Apparently, they took off the winglets of the McLaren from last weekend, and they're still relatively quick, whilst Red Bull continue to struggle like a pig. Well, let's listen to this. Dude, it's not Monaco, like, there is space to overtake. Can't have a twitchy car. Jolyon Palmer thinks McLaren, the medium compound, is going to be a qualifying tyre. Just so you know, and I will send out this warning, McLaren has poached the Formula E team principal from Jaguar to be their hypercar team principal. That's a pretty interesting move there by McLaren hierarchy. A very smart move, I may say. Hamilton, Leclerc. Oh yeah, Leclerc crashed out, so we have no reference point for Hamilton this weekend for this practice session. But what was I going to say? What was I going to say? I'm trying to think. Yes, we do indeed have the UEFA European Under-21 Championships are taking place right now. As you all know, I despise the FIFA Club World Cup because I think it is pretty much going to be giving a lot more money unfairly to teams who participate in it. I mean, the likes of Chelsea, Man City, the two Madrid clubs are gonna. Well, if they can win this competition, it'll be the financial equivalent of winning another Champions League for them. What a weird world. I mean, if Atletico win it, they're gonna basically receive more money from this tournament than they ever have done in a single Champions League campaign, which is absolutely hilarious. Because of course they still have never won a Champions League. And then of course all the other teams from around the world, like South America, Africa, Asia, North America, and of course Oakland City from Oceania, are basically going to make an absolute financial killing, and they're going to be able to attract players that obviously a lot of people will not be able to in their continent. So I'm going to make a rule. When anybody who mentions the Club World Cup, I'm just going to do a quick just so that if a certain person wants to turn up and start talking about it, I'm just going to sit there and warn you about the rules. But yeah, George Russell still leading lap times, I suppose, at 15, less than 16 minutes ago. Everybody is now surely doing race pace runs instead of qualifying runs. A 1 minute 12 is blindingly quick already. Of course, I don't know what the track record here is. What's a track record for? I like to see the football world burn. Well, okay. I'm just saying this is basically almost like a semi-replacement for the Super League, but what's the track record? 1 minute 13 in qualifying by Bottas, but of course that's during a race. No, I was thinking about what's the lap record in an actual race. It was a 1 minute 12.00 by George, and he's already got within a tenth of his track record from last season, almost within a tenth, remarkably enough. I'm just saying, like, 1 minute. Oh yeah, that was where it was way again in 22. Blind me, it does rain a lot in Canada, doesn't it? (2019). Oh, Vettel did a 1 minute 10.24, but of course that was back with the older spec cars, which were much quicker than what we have now. But I think that is the lap time. For those of you wondering, of course, we're already getting very close to last year's qualifying pace regardless, but it is like almost 2 seconds slower than Vettel's pole lap from 2019, which I don't know, did it go quicker in 2018? I think they went quicker in 2018 with probably, was it Vettel getting pole again? By the way, this is a little experiment where I'm doing it, my live streams on a 58 years since the Yanks got pole and Cadillac managed a 1-2. That's interesting. Oh, they went quicker in 2019 than they did in 2018, but I think we'll see. McLaren Ferrari's trimmed out 2019 chassis did make it easier for Vettel to get pole, but of course we all know the 2019 Grand Prix was engulfed in controversy. 58 years. Okay, you're talking about the 24 hours of Le Mans. Okay, let me just think. So 58. Yeah, 1967. Oh, right. Cadillac got pole for, was it this year's Le Mans 24 hours? I mean, I don't know. I can't really follow Le Mans like I can follow the Indy 500 because it's a 24-hour race, and I don't think I've ever been able to find like a proper live stream for it. And well, the problem is, I mean, I have found it on like various, like, I don't know, motorsports channel like Motors TV and maybe Eurosports in the past, when like, I don't know, sometimes you get satellite and you, I don't know, your parent, what's it, my parents had like, I don't know, bought it just for the sake of seeing like Hong Kong TV, you know, TVB, and then there was like some German language versions of like Eurosport and of course MTV2. Oh yeah, it is Cadillac Hertz Team Jota. That's impressive. And Well, they got pole by just over 3 tenths of a second. Yeah. Problem is, I very rarely have been able to ever get my hands on the English language of Eurosport over the Porsche Penske team. I don't know why are Porsche doing a partnership with Penske now. That's interesting. Then you got, let's see, thank you for 2 likes there at Crystal Racing. Of course, I am thinking about readjusting my YouTube content. I don't know what I'm going to do, but Toyota Gazoo, oh dear, they're down in 10th. I mean, Toyota have been winning this race, but of course they've had no competitors in the past recent years. Cadillac Wheeler, they have been collaborating for many years. Okay. Sorry about this. Yeah, I've got my other phone out, so don't worry. I can read your comments, but oh yeah, it's a Belgium team. No, it's Action Express Racing. That's who Cadillac Wheeler is, and they're from IMSA. They're run by NASCAR CEO Jim France. I'm just gonna check this. There any updates on the lap times? No, there isn't for practice, and I think there's only 8 minutes left. All right, so that's why Roger Penske managed to get hold of a street legal Porsche hypercar. The Red Bull soft tyre is getting some FP2 runs in. Oh, Alonso's in 5th. I mean, if you're watching this on desktop or on someone's iPad, then I think obviously being able to see my screen it's easy to look at my screen because I know most of my streams have been done from a mobile. Cadillac team Jota Sport. This is a really weird one because Jota have usually been like an MP2 team, but yet managed to get into a partnership with Cadillac to run their little hypercar. I do wonder what type of cars do Cadillac make? It's a luxury car brand. Okay, fair enough. I mean, they've never run a NASCAR team. I mean, it's a Cadillac Sedan DeVille. Very, very nice looking thing from the 70s. So special Cadillac made for the Chinese market. Looks okay, but there's a huge grill at the front. This thing. Oh no, that's horrible. God, I really hate like how big a lot of these electric cars have with their like. I know it's not an actual grill, but like the just the bit that where the grill usually is, because I know some of them just like paint over it now. That's a very nice diffuser at the back. But of course, a lot of these cars look like they're made for the American market. Just anywhere like that can handle having big cars around. Jota used to run Porsche until this year. Okay. Williams, advanced engineering, gave them help along with Bosch and Extract. Chinese market loved the long versions of the Audi A6. Oh, that's one to think about. Don't know why the A is not working on this touchpad. That's it for practice, I think. Oh no, 2 minutes ago. Got a bit off the pace. Well, that's no surprise, is it? Got a bit though, I mean, dude, this guy is killing his F1 career off, to be honest. I mean, the only reason why Colin Pinto was rated highly is because he was given a seat at Williams when Albon was struggling for form, and look at Sargeant being so poor couldn't even expose Albon's struggle at the time. So, but apart from those first 4 races with Colin Pinto, I mean, he's not done anything of note, and honest to God, I think he's just getting exposed now. Look at that. Albeit just less than a tenth of a second slower than Verstappen, Pinto Bean. Look at that. Gasly's getting close in the Alpine. And then, of course, the green gambling machine is, to be fair, they're pretty quick as well, but they did their lap times on hard tyres, interestingly enough, so makes me wonder how quick they really was. Haas have got the worst car on the grid. Well, this was a quick test stream, so thank you for watching. I think this is going to be it for qualifying, so you take care. Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow.